go for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll send Judy in motion left. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now it's Wilson. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll lead here to a third down. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a seventh and eighth. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Second down and 3. In motion left goes Sutton. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains.
Williams loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Wilson. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down, Wilson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Wilson will throw again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
DJ Jones, former 49er, there on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
We're scoreless after 1.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On second down, Cook. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here comes third and the length of the football.
Now Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
The two Wilsons, Zach and Garrett, teaming up there. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The first catch for Jeudy, good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on second down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. They need 2. Here's third down. Trying for it with Pirine. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now Wilson on first down. Completes the pass to Jeudy on the crossing pattern. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this is where you can't help but think about our friend, the coach, the late John Madden, because this was his kind of football right here. Line them up and let them get after it down in the trenches. And as a running back, you just need that one crease, one side of daylight. He finds it, and he barrels into the end zone. Touchdown, coach, just like you would draw it up.
Lutz with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On first down, Wilson. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Wilson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
So that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
To throw again is Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, and that is incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Wilson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
49, guys.
Now Wilson. Would caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Here's Wilson to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Back to the ground, Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Wilson. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked it to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Wilson now on first down. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On second down, here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Wilson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. Looking to throw. Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 20. Quentin Jefferson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact, but that time they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we essentially have... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by out to the 13-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick from 13 yards out. And the Broncos have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Mecole Hardman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
On third down, Wilson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Wilson throwing on first down. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but sooner or later, they're going to have to stop the clock.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Third down, Dalvin Cook. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to take the lead here in the final minute. He had the distance, but it's no good. Line to the right. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best.
Taking it right down Broadway. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. They are already in field goal range. Let's see how they want to play this, Charles.
And I have a feeling I know how they want to play this already. Run the football to the hash mark that works best for their kicker. They already have the field goal unit lined up, ready to run out there and go get it done. They practice this, they understand the situation, and with that amount of time, they can do it.
Let's see how they carry it over into the game. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.